Now, thanks to 90 Mile Wines and Anytime Fitness Glenelg, it's Chewing the Fat with Bevan Jones.
Well, g'day and welcome to another edition of Chewing the Fat. Today we're down at the Eagles Footy Club. That's right, the Woodville West Torrens Eagles, the mighty Eagles, and we're joined by a man who's played 168 games for the Eagles, 20 games for the Adelaide Crows as well. That's Thompson. Lukey, great to have you on Chewing the Fat, mate.
Cheers, Bevo. Thanks for having me, mate. You've done your research as well.
I have. Always a pleasure. Let's talk about your footy career, mate. It started at Wangaratta, and how'd you end up in Adelaide? How did it all happen?
So Wangaratta, just like very junior days, Auskick days, and then my family and me, I moved down the Great Ocean Road, actually, down sort of Geelong way, down to a little place called Port Campbell. So yeah, just played some football at Timboon, which probably no one has ever heard of before. Just sort of played all my junior footy there, and was lucky enough to play at the Geelong Falcons, and a bit of state footy here and there, and sort of got picked up from Adelaide Football Club in the end of '09 in the rookie draft. So I got picked up by Adelaide at pick 17 in the rookie draft, I reckon, from memory. From Geelong. So I moved over here and delisted at the end of 2014 and managed to work my way to 20 probably pretty average AFL games, but I got there and just come back to the Eagles in 2015, and obviously in the SANFL mini draft in 2010 I got picked up by the Eagles, I've just been back here ever since and loving it, mate. And
was there any thoughts of going back to play footy at Wangaratta again after you finished up your time with the Crows?
Yeah, I've actually got some family still in Wangaratta, but probably all my cousins and stuff have actually moved out of Wangaratta, but I've got some, nan and pop and a few people in Wangaratta. So the people who I'd want to play footy with have probably all moved on. So my brother lives in Adelaide now, so maybe at the end of my SANFL days I might go have a kick with him somewhere. We'll see. He plays at Flinders Park, so there might be hope to go there one day.
Yeah, they're going well. They're always pretty, I think they're up about Div 3, I think.
Yeah, they're Div 3. I think a couple of the boys here, when they don't play for our resis, will go back there and have a kick around. So yeah, it's a good club. Kenners is the coach out there. He's a good fella, so I'll go out there whenever I can to watch my brother Scott. But it's a good club, mate. And
let's talk about your career at the Crows. Those 20 games, it must have been pretty special, like playing at the highest level, with the Crows.
Yeah, it was. I was lucky enough to play, one game I would have been stoked with. So, getting there at the end of '09, so first season in 2010 on the rookie list, sort of was just finding my feet, and played at the Eagles all that year. And 2011 I got lucky and got in the side and played, I think, like 10 or 11 games in a row in 2011. So that was probably my sort of breakout year. And then obviously in 2011 I finished off at the Eagles for the last 6 games and then finals, and we won a grand final. So 2011 was a great year.
Yeah.
And then I kind of was a blur from there. 2012 didn't play any games. I played late, played in a prelim final against Hawthorn, I reckon. That was in 2012. 2013 scrounged maybe 1 game, and 2014 maybe another 5, and then I was out. So, but very special. Something that I sort of hold close to me, pretty proud of, to get the 20 games. It would have been nice to get more, but Adelaide's a good football club, and they're struggling a little bit of late. But got a bit of a soft spot for them still, so I still want to see them do well, but not this weekend, because they play my boys, the Carlton Blues. So I don't want them beating Carlton. So even though they probably will.
And you still keep in touch with a few lads at the Crows as well?
It's hard these days with work, and I've got a newborn now who's 3.5 months old. So
congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, mate. So with work and football here, and then a newborn, I don't have any more time for anything else really. But I'm sure the boys are doing well there and still enjoying it. So hopefully I can get a few more wins.
And let's talk about the Eagles this season. It's a bit of a slow start under a new coach, Sam Lonergan, but the last 7 weeks have been really good. You've won 5 of your last 7 from memory.
Yep.
Talk to us about this season and the slow start, but where the improvements come from.
Yeah, so we had round 1, I think, against North out here, so we had a good win round 1, and obviously there was a bit behind that, and so it was good to get that one. And then, just from there, we might have, I think the transition from having a new coach and a new game plan was probably greater than what we expected. Thought that we just would come come in with the same people that we've had at the club for the last few years and keep playing well. But implement a new game plan. We had a lot of new players probably turn over as well this year, like with Jesse Lonigan and Jordan Foote coming in, and the likes of those blokes. So yeah, a bit of a different look for us. So it took that sort of next 5 weeks when we didn't play some great footy and we were sort of teething a bit, I guess, and getting used to it. And then I think we won 5 on the trot after that, and won a couple of our last sort of 4 now. So I think we're like 6 from 8 lately or something like that. We had a loss on the weekend, which wasn't ideal for kind of where we're sitting. And I guess this weekend we've got Sturt this weekend, so they're in finals at the moment. I reckon they're sitting 4th or 5th, I think, from memory. So they're wanting to have a good win this weekend, and we need to have a win this weekend as well. So it's going to be a pretty good, fierce game this weekend, I would have thought.
Yeah, it's going to be a huge one.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting.
One.
It's good.
Yeah.
Sturt's always a tough competitor, so we enjoy playing against them. They've got some quality players, so yeah, it's always good to play against quality.
And in terms of your personal life, you mentioned how you just got a bub. So how are you going with that, and how's the sleep factor going? And
yeah, so I had little Lacey, we called her. So we had her on the 28th of March. So I think I played round 1 out here on the 31st or something, so a few days later. So I left Caitlin, my partner, in hospital for the 5 hours I was out playing. So he had a win, but yeah, it's been great, mate. It's definitely different. My sleep's definitely a lot less now, but I wouldn't change anything. She's a great little girl with a good personality, starting to show now. Apparently she looks like me, so I feel a bit sorry for her, but hopefully later on down the track she'll start looking like my wife a little bit more, because it might be a bit better. She's probably a bit better looking than me.
Oh mate, you're talking yourself down. You're a good fella.
Yeah,
she'll be a pretty girl, I'm sure. And in terms of a bit of work, you did a bit of stuff with insurance. You've been a Sparky. Now you started a new job this week as involved with building lifts. Or tell us more about that.
Yeah, so went out of football and did my electrical apprenticeship with my brother Scott. We both gave that up. Went over to insurance for a year as well. He gave that up in the end because it wasn't probably for me. So I didn't mind sitting at a desk and relaxing sometimes, but body got a bit sore doing that, I think. So yeah, I started a new job this week on Monday. So yeah, I work for Schindler Lifts, so just installing lifts. There's a little bit of wiring to do, so being a Sparky helps a little bit, but I'm pretty much starting from scratch now and just learning how to put a lift together. It's like a big Meccano set, really. It's there's so many nuts and bolts and parts and everything, as you could imagine. But yeah, it's pretty exciting. So I think I've got through my first week all right. I've got a bloke called Ray who's teaching me at the moment, and he's a good fella. He's an Irish bloke, so he's been absolutely ripping me every now and then. But we get along pretty well. So it's been a good initiation in my first week from him, for sure.
And you're also a helicopter pilot. You still get involved with that as well? Or?
Yeah, helicopter pilot as well. I haven't been flying for a little while. Actually, I went for a fly last week or the week before last, I reckon. Jimmy Tumpus had a young girl that he wanted to take for a bit of a flight for her birthday. So me and my father, Barry, took Jimmy and Bianca, I'm pretty sure her name was. We took him out to Aldinga and actually took him for a flight. So it'd be interesting if you ever talk to Jimmy, because we actually went out there thinking Bianca might struggle a bit. I was like, I'd never met her, so I was like, she might not like flying too much. And Jimmy had been once before, but yeah, and he was a bit squeamish. And we got out there, and Jimmy actually looked really nervous, and Bianca was in the front loving it. So it was actually pretty funny. Jimmy was in the back with me, and I was like, Bianca's handling it really well, and he just looked really white, and he was starting to just worry a bit. But so I go every now and then, but don't get to do as much as probably what I like.
No doubt he's going to cop it from the boys for that, and probably
I haven't told too many yet, so hopefully they watch this and I can let a few of them know. But he got a little bit nervous, but I'm sure he enjoyed it.
All right, well, we're going to do something which is new, and it's all thanks to 90 Mile Wines. We're going to do 90 seconds thanks to 90 Mile. So I'm going to go through and ask you a series of questions in 90 seconds. So here we go, Loki. Your favourite movie?
Step Brothers.
Good choice. Favourite food?
KFC.
Favourite drink?
Other than a beer, probably raspberry, I reckon.
Funniest teammate and why?
Funniest teammate would be Joey Sinor, and probably just because I love how he puts sunscreen on even when it's muggy outside, or even when it's cloudy outside. Sorry, he still puts sunscreen on, so I love that.
Teammate with the worst fashion sense?
Wouldn't be James Boyd. He's always best dressed. Probably Ethan Haylock always comes in a bit of raggy clothes to training and stuff, so I'm not sure how his fashion sense is going. And
you the sort of guy that has the no socks with shoes, or the socks?
No, I wear socks. Yeah, comfy. comfort, I reckon.
Yeah, I don't know about those sort of people.
I'm not sure. Not sure.
Favourite holiday destination?
Probably where I got married, which is Port Douglas. Yeah.
Been much overseas or?
No, I've been to America a little bit, but yeah, to keep in Australia, like Port Douglas, got married there, so my missus will love that.
Good choice. And this year's Magarey and Brownlow medalist?
Magarey medal, probably, I'm going to go an Eagles boy, Jordan Foote for Magarey. Brownlow medalist, I might go Paddy Dangerfield again. I reckon he's a chance.
Yeah, 29 Premier in the AFL?
That's a tough one at the moment. I'm going to go the Tigers. I reckon they're starting to come good, so I might jump on the Tigers.
Yeah, I think you made a pretty good choice there. And finally, the most annoying teammate at the Eagles?
Probably James Boyd. He's just a little annoying man that he just pops up everywhere. You just don't know. There's someone whacks you in the back, and sure enough, you turn around, it's Boydie. So definitely James Boyd.
Lukey Thompson, it's been a pleasure, mate.
Cheers, Bevo.
Thank you so much.
Mate. Thanks very much.
Thanks to Ellis Gelios for filming for us, and thanks to our sponsors, End-Time Fitness, 90 Mile Wines as well, and you and the Eagles as well. It's been a pleasure.
Awesome, mate. Anytime.
See you next time.
Cheers.